O'clock here in South Carolina, where I am, and it is time to start this Veteran Yoga Project class, Active Flow and Breath Work. My name is Brian G, and I'm honored to be here. A privilege and an honor to do this service and to offer this practice. As always, before we start, quick reminders. One, our first guiding principle is support precedes action. So ensure that you have whatever you need for your support: blocks, straps, bolsters, blankets, eye shades, extra shirt, chair, whatever it is that might provide you with support. Ensure that that's available and accessible to you. Second, remember that it is your practice, that you are in the privacy of your own space by design. There is no incoming video. I cannot see you. That is by design. So you are encouraged and recommended to follow the wisdom of your own body and do your own practice. I'm offering, suggesting, and inviting you to do some things from this side. However, you will hopefully listen to the wisdom of your body and do what is right for you. Modify any posture at any time, take any alternate posture at any time, come out of any posture at any time. Finally, the only requirement for you is to be present and to breathe. Everything else is optional. So if you just follow those requirements, all will be well. Today's practice is going to be, I think, might get a little vigorous. There's some things are going on here. It's been an interesting couple of days in my life. And not that anyone cares, but my mother-in-law is at end of life, and that creates some interesting dynamics and challenges for all of us. And so anyway, a lot going on. And so we might just activate a little bit. It is, after all, active flow and breath work. So today we will do some movement practice. As I say, we'll try to generate a little flow, but we'll do some movement practice that'll get us opened and energized. And then we're going to come to our seat and then do a pattern interrupt breath to bring us into our breath and to prepare us for our meditative state. And then we'll do our guided rest. And so I expect 45 to 50 minutes probably. So let us start by landing, by finding support, remembering that support precedes action. Let us find support. So find yourself in a supported posture in which you can both lengthen your spine and breathe. So whatever that means to you in terms of what that posture looks like, what form that posture takes. Maybe you're seated in a chair with your feet flat on the floor, underneath the knees, hip distance apart. Maybe you're seated on a mat or a cushion or a bolster, rooting down into the sits bones, lengthening through the spine. Maybe you're lying on your back with your legs up the wall, lengthening through the spine. But lengthen through the spine, root into whatever's touching something. So whatever part of your body is in contact with something, feel the sensation of that contact, that connection. Bring your awareness to that connection as support. Open your awareness to the possibility that you are being supported in this moment. And this is what it feels like. Feel into the places where you are being held. And then find your spine, find the length in your spine, find the alignment in your spine. Experiment with tucking the chin to feel the length at the back of the neck. Feel all the vertebrae of the spine align and come into this lengthened, aligned posture. Noticing what happens in the body as you align and lengthen the spine. And then recognizing that the body is in the present moment, let us come into the body. And the way that we enter the body is by coming into the breath. So find your breath underneath your nostrils and begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils. Following the inhalation all the way in, deep into the belly cavity, front, back, sides, full 360 breath without stress, strain, or exertion, just full inhales. And complete exhales, following the exhale all the way out. Noticing the subtle shifts in torso as the lungs inflate and deflate. Working to be very still and present as you allow your awareness on the breath to bring your and bring your mind internal and utilizing the breath to align the mind and the body in this place of stillness, in this place of support. And having found support and brought ourselves into the present moment, I invite you on your next inhale to allow your hands to float to your chest in a way that most brings awareness to your heart space. Maybe your left hand over your heart, your right hand over your left, maybe your palms in prayer, thumb knuckles resting lightly on the breastbone. And then feeling into the heat that is generated between the hands and the heart, feeling into the rhythm of the heart beating beneath the hands. Allow, if you choose to, allow to arise gratitude. Any one thing for which you're grateful, maybe just the possibility of gratitude. Let gratitude rise in your heart space. See it clearly in your mind's eye. What is it that you're grateful for this morning? And whatever it is, I invite you to anchor it right there at your heart space and keep it present during our practice today. And then having established support, come into the present moment and allow gratitude to rise. I invite you, if you choose, to set an intention for your practice today. Perhaps just a simple intention to keep your gratitude centered, or perhaps a simple intention to just follow your breath. But whatever your intention is, state it to yourself in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. And as you listen to the echo of your declarative intention reverberate in your body, I invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose to bow your chin towards your grateful, intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention. Namaste. And then releasing your hands, lifting your chin, coming back into centered stillness in seated posture. Take a full inhale. A complete exhale. And then begin to move to your mat for our movement practice. We're going to begin in our tabletop posture today. So, hands in front of, slightly in front of and underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath the hips. Hips high and pressing back. Crown long and pressing forward. Side body is long. Stable, steady, and sure here. Check your knees in alignment with your wrists. Check your balance, weight balance in your hands, both sets of fingers, both heels of both palms. Press into the tops of the feet, into the knees, into the palms, and find this posture. And then let's begin to breathe. We're going to inhale into cow, which is belly will drop, the lower spine might arch a little bit, chest will come forward, the heart will come forward, the crown will go high. And then on the exhale, we'll round the spine, release the head, crown toward the mat, biceps swing the ears, hips roll under in the back. And then finding our rhythm and our breath individually and collectively, we'll inhale into cow. Arching the spine, lifting the crown. Exhale, rolling the spine, releasing the crown. And just continue to breathe. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Warming up here, warming the spine. Activating the body, the core begins to get involved a little bit. Pressing out of the fingertips and the heel of the palm, lengthening through the forearms. Pressing back through the toes, down into the top of the feet. Couple more. And come back to neutral. Press the hips back toward the heels. Find your wisdom pose. This is your posture of supportive rest. So forehead falls toward the mat. Chest, torso falls either between the thighs if you got your knees wide, or on top of the thighs if your knees are together. Hands extend long, maybe popping up on the fingertips to feel the length on the underside of the arm. Just opening the body here. Come back to this posture at any time, releasing into the lower back, relaxing the hips back toward the heels. This is your wisdom pose. Take wisdom when you need to. We're going to work into a little bit of flow here. Inhale to back into your table. And then drop the hips into a modified plank. So we come into this inclined posture here. So supported plank or modified plank here. And then exhale, press back into your extended wisdom pose. Inhale, come up through table into that modified plank. Now we're going to add optionally, if you like, the lowering. On the exhale, bend the elbows, gently lower the chest till it hovers just above the mat. Inhale, press back into your modified plank. Exhale, press back into your extended wisdom pose. That is the flow. Just begin to find your breath, your rhythm, your pace. Full inhales. Complete exhales. Activating through the shoulder girdle and the chest. Engaging through the hips and the core. Couple more. Move with your breath. Simple movement. Align the breath with the movement. Find yourself here. The pace of your movement is the pace of your breath. You're moving with your breath, your rhythm, your breath, your pace, your practice. Warming up here. One more here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Press back to wisdom pose. Take a moment here to release your arms. Take your hands back by your feet, palms up. Release the shoulder girdle. Take a full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale the hands forward. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the knees, lift the hips, begin to straighten the legs, let the crown drop toward the mat. Let the heels drop toward the back of the mat. Align the feet with the wrists. Press out of the fingertips and find your downward dog. Take a moment here. We're going to spend a few moments here in downward dog getting acclimated to down dog. So bend one knee. Press back through the opposite heel. Feel the length in the outside of that leg. And then with your breath switch, bend the other knee. Press back through the other heel. Find that length. Maybe do that with your breath a few times, walking your dog. Inhale, come up onto the toes, lifting the heels high. Press the chest and stomach back toward the thighs. Exhale, let both heels drop to the left, staying long out of both arms. Dropping the hips and looking up under, perhaps looking up under the right armpit. Long stretch in the right side of the body. Breathing here, always breathing. A full inhale. A complete exhale. On the inhale, come back to center, hips high, heels high, press the chest and stomach back toward the thighs. On the exhale, let both heels go to the right. Stay long out of both arms, perhaps look up under the left armpit. Stretching and opening the left side of the body. Breathing, always breathing. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale, come back to center, hips high, heels high, press the chest and stomach back toward the thighs, release the heels toward the mat. Downward dog. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, slowly walk your hands back toward your feet. bringing yourself into a forward fold. Check your feet to see the outside part of the feet aligns with the outside part of the mats. So if you're like me, your toes have to turn in a little bit. Release the hands, maybe find your gear. If your hands don't reach the floor, you want to use your block here. Or grab your elbows in front of or behind. Breathing here, full inhalations deep into the lower back. As you exhale, sink in. Check your balance, maybe wiggle your hips a little bit, find your balance in your feet, inside and outside of the ball of the foot, inside and outside of the heel of the foot. Breathing into this, maybe straightening the legs a little bit, opening up the body. Here we go. Release the elbows if you're holding them. Take the hands to the shins for support. Press the palms into the shins and straighten the arms to bring the back flat. Breathe in behind the heart. Full inhale. As you exhale, slide the hands down. Release the forehead toward the shins. Forward fold. Do that a couple of times at your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Inhaling to a flat back, engaging through the hip girdle and the core. Exhaling, releasing, staying long. One more. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees slightly. Feel the weight shift into the heels a little bit and then slowly roll up. One vertebra at a time. Bringing the torso upright, the shoulders roll up and then down. The palms come alongside the thighs. Forward, fingers extend long. Crown goes high to the sky. Experiment with your chin. Tuck the chin to find that length at the back of the neck and find yourself standing on your own 2 feet at the back of your mat. This is our morning practice here. We're going to greet the morning. We'll work our way into this. So on the inhale, take the arms up, reach up, look up. Greet the day. On the exhale, hinge and fold, forward fold. On the inhale, come to that flat back posture, breathe behind the heart. On the exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knee slightly, root to rise, rising, rolling up, one vertebra at a time, taking the arms up at the top of the inhale, grasping everything that's available to you. On the exhale, release the hands to prayer. Take a full inhale and a complete exhale. Inhale, the arms go up. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Place the hands beside the feet and then walk the hands out, coming into your downward dog. Reconnect in your down dog. Take a full inhale, a complete exhale. Check your alignment by inhaling to a plank. If you had to adjust your hands and feet, now they're appropriate. Your alignment is correct. Exhale, lift the hips, press back, downward dog. Let's open the hips a little bit. On the inhale, press the right leg straight back behind you as if you were stamping the wall behind you. On your next inhale, take that right leg high, point the toes. On the exhale, bring that right knee underneath the body as you come into a plank. And then we're going to pulse that. Inhale, press back in the three-legged dog, right leg is high. Exhale, knee to nose into a modified plank. Move with your breath. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Dynamic posture here. Activating and engaging the body. One more. Inhale, get long. Shine a little brighter. On the exhale, bring the right foot between the hands. Help it if you need to. Check that the ankle is underneath the knee. Drop the left foot. Drop the left knee in the top of the left foot. So this is our supported lunge. And we're just going to work here a little bit on the hip. So let us start by finding balance. Pick up your fingertips. sink towards your right heel. Maybe bring your hands to your knee for support. Straighten the arms to lift the torso. Find your alignment here. Exhale, sink the hips in as if you could move your hips towards your right heel. Inhale, take the arms up. Find your place where the arms are appropriate. Maybe interlock the thumbs, maybe interlace the fingers, maybe the palms press, maybe not. Maybe your hands are out 30, 60, 90 degrees. Doing your practice and what's right for you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're going to bring the hands to prayer. Release the left hand to the inside of the right foot. Take the right hand to the right hip. Rotate the torso so that the shoulders stack. Turning your abdomen to the right. And then if you like, take your right hand high. Simple twist. Just a simple twist here. Maybe looking up to your right thumb. Feel the opening in the body. Breathing, always breathing. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here, shine a little brighter. Exhale, look down, bring the right hand down. Curl the toes of the left foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left, come into downward dog. A full inhale. A complete exhale. On the inhale, the left leg is straight back as if you're stamping the wall behind you. Establish yourself in balance here, and then on the inhale, the left leg goes high. On the exhale, knee comes toward the nose underneath the body as you come to modified plank. And then begin to pulse. Moving with your breath. Inhaling long, exhaling, knee nose. Inhale here. On the exhale, bring the left foot between the hands. Help it if you need to. Establish the ankle underneath the knee. Drop the right knee in the top of the right foot. Find yourself here first in supported lunge. Feeling into this. Hips moving towards the left heel, and then find your balance. Come up on your fingertips or come up through your knee. Take your arms up. Find your expression as you sink the hips towards the left heel. Lengthen through the fingers. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Bring the hands to prayer. The right hand comes inside the left foot. Left hand goes to the left hip. Rotate the abdomen to the left. Stack the shoulders. And then if you like, take the left arm high. Pressing through the shoulder girdle. Simple twist. Breathing. Always breathing. Maybe look up, see the left thumb. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, look down. Left hand comes down, frame the foot, curl the toes of the right foot, step the left foot back to meet the right, into downward facing dog. A full inhale. A complete exhale. On the inhale, the right leg is high. On the exhale, bring the foot through. Option to drop the left knee to the top left foot or stay lifted, pressing back to the left heel. Establish your balance here first. Same feeling, pressing into the right heel, toward the right heel. Maybe come to your fingertips, maybe come through the knee, straighten the torso, find your arm position, and then sink the hips towards the right heel. This is your crescent lunge or high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale long. Exhale. Bring the hands to prayer. And then we're going to add a twist here. So rotate the torso to the right, bringing the left elbow to the right knee or outside the right thigh. Hands press at the chest, shoulders stack, maybe looking back over that right shoulder. Lifting the left thigh, pressing back through the left heel and down into the right. Breathing, always breathing. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Rotate back to center, look down. Place the hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back to join the left. Downward dog, full inhalation. A complete exhale. On the inhale, the left leg is high. On the exhale, bring the left foot through. And again, option to drop the right knee or top of the right foot, or staying lifted. Establish yourself here. Come up on the fingertips, or maybe through the knee. Press back through the right heel, lift the right thigh. Press down into the left heel, take the arms up. Find your crescent. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink the hips towards the left heel. Staying long, breathing in. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. And then rotate the abdomen to the left, bringing the right elbow to the left knee or outside the left thigh. Pressing the palms, stacking the shoulders, perhaps looking back over that left shoulder. Lift the right thigh, press back through the right heel, press down into the left heel, breathe. Full inhale, complete exhale. Inhale here, exhale, rotate back to center. Release the hands and step the right foot forward to meet the left, coming into forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Take a breath here. Establish yourself in your mountain. Soft ankles, soft knees. Firm the hips and waist, lengthen out of the chest and through the crown. Find yourself standing on your own 2 feet. Let us prepare for our sun salutation. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, release into a forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold, place the hands beside the feet and start by stepping the right foot back. And then step the left foot back to join it in a plank. Take a breath here to stabilize in plank. And then exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Lowering the torso. Maybe come all the way to the mat on this first one. On the inhale, lift the chest and crown of the head. Come into cobra. On the exhale, curl the toes. Lift the hips, press back, downward facing dog. Every time we get to down dog, every time we get to mountain, we're going to take a breath to stabilize. A full inhale. A complete exhale. On the inhale, look up between the hands, bring the left foot forward. On the exhale, bring the right foot forward to join it, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. You're in mountain, we're going to take a stabilizing breath. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Other side, inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet, step the left foot back, and then step the right foot back to join it. Inhale and stabilize in plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Inhale, cobra, or maybe up dog at this point. Exhale, downward facing dog. A full inhale. A complete exhale. On the inhale, look up between the hands. The right foot is forward. On the exhale, the left foot joins it, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Stabilize with the breath. Full inhale. And complete exhale. Continue at your rhythm, your pace, your breath. We're going to do 3 more of these. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands beside the feet and make step or hop back to your plank. Inhale, stabilize in plank. Exhale, lower down, your choice. Inhale, rise up, your choice. Exhale, press back down, facing dog. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands and make your way forward into your, on the exhale, you're in forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Find mountain. Take your stabilizing breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. 2 more, your rhythm, your pace, your breath, no cueing. Meeting up in mountain when you are ready. Stabilizing breath. Establishing yourself here. Release the hands. Palms turn forward, fingers extend long toward the mat. Feel the full length of your body here. Allow everything to settle. Maybe you feel a little bit of activation here. Maybe you've woken up a little bit. Breathing the sun. Feeling into your day. We're going to move into a series of angles here. So we'll step the hips. So bring your hands to prayer or to the waist and bend the right knee and pick up the right heel. Maybe pick up the right foot entirely and then step the right foot back to the back of your mat, coming into a wide stance. So feel yourself balanced. The weight is balanced between the feet. The right heel is down and in. The right toes are out at an angle. So that if the top of your clock, if the top of your mat was 12 o'clock, your right toes are pointing at the 2 o'clock. Right, left leg is straight, but not locked. So there's a micro bend in the knee to protect the knee. We're going to move into our triangle here. Great place for your gear. Place your block inside your left foot at whatever height is appropriate for you. And then inhale here. And then exhale, hinge the torso forward. So take your hands to your hips and notice how your right hip has a tendency to splay open off the long side of the mat. So work with it to keep it facing forward. Hips, ribs, chest, shoulders, head facing forward. Inhale here, exhale, hinge forward till you're flat back. Breathe in behind the heart. Stay long through the crown. And then as you exhale, maybe let the left hand go to the thigh, the shin, the ankle, the block, hint. And then as you continue, rotate the abdomen, stack the shoulders, and open the chest to the right. Breathe into this. If you like, take the right arm high. Maybe looking up. Now imagine there's an imaginary wall behind your head, shoulders, and hips. And align your head, shoulders, and hips so that they're up against that imaginary wall. Staying long through the crown, pressing into both feet. Feel yourself engaged in the feet, balanced here. Breathing, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. If your right hand is high, bring it back to your hip for a moment. Turn so that you're looking down, and then bend into the left knee. Now you may have to adjust the left foot to make sure that it stays under or ahead of the knee. You want to protect that knee at all times. You may have to adjust your block if you're using your block. Drop the hips in so that there's a straight line of energy up the right side of your body. From here, again, open the chest, stack the shoulders, maybe take the right arm high, or even perhaps take the right arm over the right ear, bicep frames the ear. Long line of energy from the right middle finger to the right foot. Side angle, breathing, always breathing. Inhale here. Exhale, look down. Bring your hands down. Be mindful of your block. Take your block so that it is not in your way. And then rotate your left foot so that you're facing off the long side of your mat, coming into a straddle or wide-legged stretch. So again, be mindful of that block. If you're using a block, maybe bring it now underneath your face for your crown. Take your hands to your big toes in a yogi toe lock, or to the outside of your feet, or to your ankles, or maybe they're just underneath your shoulders. Press back into the heels, lift through the hips. Long, deep stretch, wide-legged stretch. Let your crown drop. Find your posture. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Press into the hands to lift the back, flat back. Be mindful of your block. If you're using your block, you want to bring it over towards your right foot. You're going to continue to rotate your feet so that your left foot is now at an angle facing off that long side of your mat. Your right foot is now towards the back of the mat. You're bent into that right knee. The block is, if you're using the block, place it inside the foot at the height that is appropriate for you. Sink the hips, press into the back of the left foot. You're going to find this side angle here. So the right hand comes inside the right knee. Left hand goes to the hip initially. Sink the hips, lengthen through the side body. Long line of energy. Then if you like, left hand goes high or over the ear. Feeling the length in the left side body and the side angle. Breathing, always breathing. Stay long in that left foot. Weight is balanced here. Opening through the side. Inhale here. Exhale, look down. Bring the hand back to the hip. And then begin to straighten the right leg. Adjust your block as you need, as you bring the torso upright. Now, bring your hands to your hips. Notice the tendency of the left hip to be opened off the long side of the mat. So make your micro adjustments so that you can have the hips, ribs, chest, shoulders, head facing off the back of your mat. Right leg is straight, but not locked. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge the torso forward. Flat back, breathe behind the heart. Find your length. Stay long through the feet. And then right hand comes to the thigh, shin, ankle, or to the block. Finding your shoulder length. Rotate and open the chest. And take the left arm high. Coming into your triangle, breathing. Again, imaginary wall behind the head, shoulders, and hips. Make sure you're in alignment back there. Support yourself in this posture. You breathe deep. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, shine a little brighter. Exhale. Release the hands, look down, frame the foot. Roll to the ball of the left foot, step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands. And bring yourself down onto your mat on your back. We're going to do a twist here for the hips to release. So bring the heels toward the hips, the knees toward the ceiling. Take the right leg high, press through the heel, flex the toes back toward the face. Reach up and grab behind the hamstring, the right knee, the right calf, and gently bring the right knee closer to your face. And then as you exhale, cross the right thigh over the left, pressing them tightly so you can get the knees in alignment. Right foot is outside the left calf. Take the arms out from your side, 60 to 90 degrees. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, let the knees come across the body to the right as you look over the left shoulder. Now, weight of the legs and gravity is working here. So we're not trying to press anything in the legs. We're just allowing the weight of the legs to help open the body. The left shoulder is down and relaxed. If you find your left shoulder is coming off the mat, you've probably gone too far. And then you're thinking about moving the knees away from the face to get length along the front of the body and breathing into that left hip. Full inhales deep into the hip. Complete exhale. Relax the temples, relax the shoulders. Full inhale. Complete exhale. On the inhale, slowly bring the knees back to center. Straighten the head. Take the right leg high. On the exhale, reach up and pull the right leg closer to the face. And then release the right leg long. And then bring the right heel back in toward the right hip, knees to the ceiling. And inhale, take the left leg up. Press through the heel, flex the toes back toward the face. Reach up and grab behind the leg somewhere. And gently bring that knee towards the face. Exhale, cross the left thigh over the right tightly, pressing the knees outside of each other. Take the arms out, 60 to 90 degrees. Inhale here, get long through the spine. Exhale, release the legs across the body to the left as you look over the right shoulder. Again, right shoulder is relaxed and released. And the weight of the legs and gravity is doing the work. You have a thought for the knees, just think about moving them away from the face. Get length through that hip. Breathing deep into that right hip. Opening and releasing any tension that might have accumulated in our practice. And just releasing into this, allowing yourself to open here in this final move. Inhale. Complete exhale. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On the inhale, bring the knees back to neutral, the head back to neutral. Take the left leg high, reach up and grab behind the leg lightly, pull the leg into the face, release the leg. It's time to do our breath. Right on time, I like it. Release both legs. And then bring the knees into the chest, reach up and grab just below the knees and just tuck your chin and rock a little bit on your spine. So all that stagnant energy that was in the spine while was supporting us can now begin to move a little bit. And don't worry about how much or how little, just a little bit of movement here, and then roll yourself up to a seated posture and prepare for our breath. We're going to do a pattern interrupt breath, which will take us into our meditative state, and then we will finish with guided rest. As we finish the pattern interrupt breath, I will give you the option to come back down on your mat on your back if you prefer to take your guided rest there. So know that that'll happen. Meanwhile, find yourself here in a long, strong, steady, supported posture. Rooting into whatever's touching, lengthening through the spine, establishing yourself here. I'm going to do, I think we'll do 5 today. Okay. Very simple breath. Option for the hands. The hands can remain on the knee if that's more comfortable for you, or bring the hands to prayer at the chest, lightly pressing, not trying to squeeze anything together, or just holding the hands in prayer here. And the breath is a 4-part inhale through the nose, so 4 equal sniffs through the nostrils. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, you'll find that. Your 4-part inhale with a pause at the top, and then a 4-part exhale. And a pause at the bottom. And then just continue the pattern. Inhaling. Pausing at the top, and then exhaling. The body is very still. The awareness is on the breath in the nostrils. The focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or the tip of the nose if the eyes are open. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Go inside here. Be with yourself here as you just follow the breath. Bring your awareness to the breath. Allow the breath to be the all and the every. Just be in your breath and in your pattern. Following your breath in. And your breath out. Allow yourself to get still. Notice perhaps if the breath begins to become less audible. Maybe it goes silent entirely. Just be with your own experience. Just you and your breath on your mat in your space. And notice what arises for you. Maybe you find that your mind has a tendency to wander away from the breath. That is not unusual. It is the nature of the mind to wander. And so if you notice that you've wandered away, I invite you to bring gratitude to that notice. And then gently and compassionately return your focus to your breath. The opportunity of these pattern interrupt breaths is to begin to see the tendency of the mind. Perhaps your mind wanders to familiar things. Maybe you have certain thought patterns that arise when you're challenged or when you're still. These efforts are designed to help us recognize that. And then these tools are designed to be fungible and take them off the mat and out with us into our world. So that as our day unfolds, we have these tools to bring us into alignment, to manage and regulate our mind states, to allow us to be more resilient. A couple more patterns here. Let your next pattern be your last in this particular pattern, so that as you find yourself exhaling, you release the shaping of the breath, release your hands if you had them in prayer, just allow them to come to your knees. Let go of the patterning. And just be still. If you prefer to take your guided rest on your back, now would be the time to come back onto your back. And if you do so, once you're on your back, allow your toes to fall open. Allow your heels to move as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Bring your hands down by your sides, palms up. Lengthen through the crown, and then imagine you're pulling on your side ribs to feel your lower spine against the mat. And whether you're on your back or seated, you're letting go. You're done. Release any shaping of the breath, any shaping of the thoughts and mind, any shaping of the body and posture. Just allow yourself to be done. You're done. Let go and release into stillness. Just be. No need to shape the breath. Just allow it to be. It comes and goes on its own. No need to shape the mind. Just let it be. See if you can get it to rest. No need to shape the body. It's fine as it is. Just allow it to rest. Resting deeply. Resting fully. Resting freely. As you rest in your space, I invite you once again to allow gratitude to arise. Allow any one thing for which you're grateful, maybe just the possibility of gratitude, to arise in your being. See it clearly, see yourself resting in gratitude. And as you rest here in gratitude, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And when you do rise, take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.